Tweaks, textures, sounds, function, and parity. This one has it all. So let's dive into this week's Snapshot 22W44A. Let's go ahead and rename our old Snapshot to 44 and tell Mojang that I know what I'm doing. Mojang continues to tweak the creative menus, adding chest and barrel to the redstone menu, which I mentioned last week were missing. Cauldron, furnace, and composter were added as well, as all of these items can give off a redstone signal, and operator only blocks can be found in the redstone tab too. Among the menu tweaks, the building, natural, and consumable tabs were reordered for better consistency, as well as adding ancient debris to the crafting tab. In the world of function, Mojang is listening, giving chiseled bookshelves the ability to be loaded by hoppers. And the mosaic bamboo can now be used as fuel. Ender Dragon, Wither, Iron Golem, Snow Golem have all been added to the creative mode. However, the Ender Dragon and the Wither will only be available through the give command. In the world of new spawner characteristics, they will no longer have a default mob when placed, and as long as there is no mob set, there will be no particles coming from the spawner. Furthermore, to bring parity to Java and Bedrock, it will now be named Monster Spawner to match that of Bedrock and will lose its purple text color. Sounds have now been added to small amethyst buds, lily pads, and carpet. Step sounds can also be heard when walking through Nether Sprout, Crimson Root, Warped Root, and Glow Lichen. As with all snapshots, there are numerous bug fixes that I will leave a link in the description for you to click on so you can read more about those. A handful of game rules have been added, and there are two that I'd like to point out to be my favorite. The infinite lava source, a lot like the infinite water source. Normally, you could do this and get an infinite water source, but lava will continue flowing. But with the new game rule, you simply type game rule, lava source conversion, and set it to true. And now you will have an infinite lava source every time the lava source is now meeting. The other game rule is setting your snow accumulation height. You simply do that again by typing in your game rule, snow accumulation height, and 8 or above, and 8 being a block of full carpets, it will continue to accumulate to the height of the world limit. See how that works? And it just keeps going. This is natural snow accumulation, not just you placing carpet down. So now it will naturally just continue growing to world height when it snows. And of course, when creating a new world, you can go to game rules here, scroll down to the world update section, and you can lav converts to source. Lav. That should be lava. On snow accumulation height, you can adjust the height to whatever you want. Like so. The texture change they made was to the polar bear egg. It's supposed to help separate it more from the ghast egg. Can you tell which one I'm holding in which hand? If you guessed the polar bear egg in my offhand, you are correct. The ghast egg is in my right dominant hand, which is your left. I don't see a whole lot of difference here. I know one is definitely lighter gray than the other. Maybe they should add a little blue for the polar bear to help separate it even more. They're still close. Still close. Hit that like button before you leave. I really appreciate it because that is going to do it for this episode. I'm off to do some boneyard things. And if you haven't seen me there, why why don't you go ahead and start with episode 1? I'll see you then. Cheers!